Yeah. So all of that's really concerning, as well as a bunch of photos of Tiffany seemingly posing very seductively in bed with the kid. And
Hold on here. This photo is not of Tiffany being seductive. It's just Tiffany taking a normal fucking selfie with her child. There's nothing like sexual about this. Imagine if a cis woman was sitting there just taking a picture of her and her child. Blaire White would have never insinuated that this person is a predator. And you know what? Blaire actually agrees with me that this evidence is not enough to call Tiffany a predator.
it's just very suspect, and I'm not making any direct accusations here, but I think it's something worth looking at.
Well, you literally titled your video exposing a trans predator. You literally titled it exposing a predator. And in every single video that she has made exposing predators, she has provided hard-hitting evidence against these predators. Hard-hitting evidence of the person being a predator. But here, no, it's just her speculating whether this person is a predator or not. It's just weird speculation in a video which, by the way, was watched by 900,000 people. Hello, how are you guys doing today? This is Jean, and today's video is on Blaire White. Wow, look at me making an actual freaking intro for once. So I know what you're thinking. You looked at the thumbnail for this video, you looked at the title, and you're like, Jean, is the video title clickbait, or do you actually mean that Blaire did that? And no, it's not clickbait. And yeah, you know the thing that Jeffree Star did by calling James Charles a predator without any evidence? Yeah, remember that thing? Yeah, that's what Blaire White did. But instead of making a tweet about it, she made a whole ass video. And I'm gonna go through this video with you guys. And also, now that we're on the topic of Jeffree Star, remember that Blaire White said that she was going to make a video on Jeffree Star and Davi Vanity? Yeah? Remember that? Yeah, she never did. She has posted like 3 videos since then, but she hasn't made one about Jeffree Star and Davi Vanity. Would you look at that? Fucking T-Spill has made a video on this topic, but Blaire White? No, she hasn't. So that's very interesting. So let's talk about this. So recently, and by recently I mean about 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was a girl named Janae Rose who commented under my video about Blaire White and Tamimi, and it was her who mentioned the fact that Blaire White has made a video calling someone a predator without any evidence. So yeah, the credit goes to her here. And I looked at this video. This video is titled Exposing Trans Predator Tiffany aka GameStop Trans. And considering the fact that Blaire White has made videos titled Exposing Kai Onision's Predator Partner, Exposing Jessica Yaniv Trans Predator, Exposing Davi Vanity vs. Onision, Exposing Lovely Peaches TikTok Predator, and in every single one of those cases, Blaire White provides evidence, hard-hitting evidence, screenshots, articles, or victims who came forward and talked about their stories, considering that in all of these videos, she provides hard-hitting evidence of these people being predators. I'm expecting hard-hitting evidence, like screenshots of grooming, or victims that have come forward, or something like that. I'm expecting real hard-hitting evidence against Tiffany. Because in every single video where she's exposing someone as a predator, she is not speculating. She is providing us hard-hitting evidence. Yeah, she might say allegedly, but it's for legal reasons. We all know that that's true, based on the evidence, based on hard-hitting evidence. I don't think it's ambiguous in any way, shape, or form what she meant by the title Exposing Trans Predator Tiffany aka GameStop Trans. I mean, my god, it's literally in the title. She says it in the title, Exposing Trans Predator. And she is known for making videos like these. So I don't think it's in any way ambiguous what she meant by this video title. Okay, one more thing I want to mention here. This is editing me. The kid that we're talking about here is like 6 or 7 years old. We're not talking about like a teenager here. So there are certain things that would be weird for a parent to do to a teenager. You know, there are certain things that if a parent did to a teenager, that would be really weird. But wouldn't be weird if the kid was a kid, you know? So keep that in mind. So let's go through this video. I'm going to skip the first 2 minutes here because she's just talking about her merch here. And also I just want to mention this real quick. The woman that we're talking about here is Tiffany Moore, who has had that GameStop incident. I am not fucking defending what she did there. Okay, that was clearly fucking awful. Why the fuck would you do that? But I also think that Tiffany here is a victim of mascodification, as ContraPoints might put it. But that does not justify her actions in any way, shape, or form. So I am not defending Tiffany for that GameStop incident. Anyways, let's jump into the video.
This video is not going to be about that incident. I made a video a year ago when it happened about it. This is about sort of things that have surfaced since then. I've been getting messages recently about this individual making some really weird social media posts. And I've had more and more people lately messaging me, worrying for the safety of the son involved in this situation. And I didn't look into it at first because I avoid cringe, and this person is cringe personified. But actually doing research into it, I actually too have some concerns. So let's get right into the story. So otherwise known as the GameStop trans, this person's legal full name is actually Tiffany Michelle Moore. And what's really concerning about Tiffany Michelle Moore is not just the public freakouts, which we're over, that's old news. It's the posts on social media since the public freakout.
Yes, Tiffany goes by she, her pronouns. Like what? What do you mean by she? Oh, she. Like, what do you mean by that? She goes by she, her pronouns.
We're going to get into the child involved in the story that I am personally concerned for, but just to give you guys a sense of, like, how unhinged this person is, here's a very interesting, very recent post right around Christmas time. Since y'all seem to love me so much, I decided not to let a bathroom break get between us. Some women have girl dick. Get over it. Get the f*** over it already. Y'all really out here in damn near 2020 deflecting your insecurities about your trans attraction and fascination. Slow your roll. Onto a woman you don't even know. Y'all just making yourselves look incredibly foolish. I decided to stand this time when I peed because I can. It can be very advantageous to be a trans woman at times. We're more than just pretty faces. Now, first of all, I wouldn't call this person a pretty face, but that is my personal opinion. Beauty is very much in the eye of the beholder. Put your thoughts down below. So this is the caliber of the sort of like mentality we're dealing with in this person. This person comes across as a fetishist to me. Anytime you see someone use the term girl dick, like only fetishists use that term. And keep that in mind going forward in this story.
Okay, so this post specifically, I kind of think that this is cringe. I mean, I wouldn't take a picture of me peeing, you know? I mean, I wouldn't do that. But I don't think that she's being serious here. I think she's just joking. But what I don't understand here is Blaire saying here that, oh, because she used the term girl dick, she's a fetishist? And I'm like, what? I mean, like, ContraPoints uses that term a lot. Like is ContraPoints is ContraPoints now a fetishist? But regardless of any of that, it doesn't prove that Tiffany is a predator. It doesn't prove it.
So aside from the tweaker-like videos that Tiffany routinely posts on their social media accounts, there is a child involved. And I will be blurring out the face of the child because I find it so incredibly sad. I'm getting emotional again, oh my god. The kid just is really cute and seems really sweet, and I feel really bad. So Tiffany proclaimed on her social media that her child now, go figure, is trans, specifically non-binary, refers to them as a gentle them, which is so, like, that makes me want to do something very permanent to myself that I won't say because I'll get demonetized.
What? Because Tiffany uses they-them pronouns for her child, Blaire wants to kill herself? What? Tiffany is just using they-them pronouns for her child. Like, that's it. That's it. Okay. If anybody is wondering, no, Tiffany is not forcing her child to go on hormones or anything. Or forcing her child to, do you guys know that movie, Insidious? In that movie, the backstory of the killer that would dress up in black and would wear a black veil was that his mother would force her son to wear dresses that he obviously didn't want to wear, and would force her son to wear wigs, and was in general very abusive. Yeah, that's not what's happening here. It's just Tiffany using they-them pronouns for her child. That is it. That's it. And the meaning behind it is, well, hey, If you like things that society considers as boy things, or if you like things that society considers as girl things, that's okay. In that Insidious movie, the mother would not allow her son to like things that typically boys would like and would get angry at her son for not wearing dresses or wigs. But this is more of a liberating thing, you know? Like, hey, it's okay for you to paint your nails. It's okay for you to wear dresses. It's okay for you if you don't want to wear dresses. It's okay. But regardless of any of that, this is not evidence of Tiffany being a predator. And it is something that if a cis woman did to her child, Blaire White would not insinuate that this person is a predator. Blaire White would insinuate that this person is a bad mother.
There's photos of Tiffany painting the nails of this small child, which on its face is not bad. I don't think anything is wrong with pigment on someone's nails.
Oh, glad we agree here, Blaire. I agree with you there. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with boys wearing nail polish.
Boys or girls, but...
Oh, there's always a but there, isn't it? Let's hear it.
When you couple it with now trying to convince your child that they are also trans, that's an issue for me.
It's just a pronoun change. It's just Tiffany using they, them pronouns for her child. And by the way, Blaire White is insinuating here that, hey, this person might be a predator. Because look, she is using gender-neutral pronouns for her child. But here's the thing. If Tiffany was a cis woman, Blaire would not have insinuated that. Blaire wouldn't have insinuated that this person is a predator. Yeah, she might have said that Tiffany is a bad mother if Tiffany was cis woman. But because Tiffany is a trans woman, she is insinuating that Tiffany is a predator. But regardless, not evidence of Tiffany being a predator. Moving on.
People also messaged me with concerns over photos of Tiffany and Tiffany's boyfriend, someone out there for everyone, apparently, wearing fetish collars around the sun.
So in this photo, the photo on the left, the kid is nowhere near her. And in the photo to the right, that is not inappropriate. Like, it's just them, like, taking a picture. Like, this is not evidence of Tiffany being a predator. These are not screenshots of victims coming forward. This is nothing. This is not evidence of Tiffany being a predator.
Posting really weird photos of the son laying in his crotch while he's wearing women's panties.
Spoiler alert, this is the most hard-hitting evidence in this video. I have watched it, so I know. Not evidence of Tiffany being a predator. If a child was sitting in the laps of a cis parent, I don't think that she would have said the same thing. And yes, I did notice that Blaire did misgender Tiffany there.
Yeah. So all of that's really concerning, as well as a bunch of photos of Tiffany seemingly posing very seductively in bed with the kid and...
Hold on here. This photo is not of Tiffany being seductive. It's just Tiffany taking a normal fucking selfie with her child. There's nothing, like, sexual about this. Why would you think that? Like, it's just her. Imagine if a cis woman was sitting there, just taking a picture of her and her child. Blaire White would have never insinuated that this person is a predator. But because Tiffany is a trans woman, of course she does. Of course she does. This is not evidence of Tiffany being a predator. This is just a normal selfie that Tiffany took with her child.
Like, you don't want to attribute something, you know, nefarious that isn't necessarily there. But when you couple it with all the other things, and the fetish collar, and the weird picture where the kid is in between the lap and the women's...
And I went through all of that, and no, that's not evidence of Tiffany being a predator. And you know what? Blaire actually agrees with me that this evidence is not enough to call Tiffany a predator.
You know, it's just very suspect, and I'm not making any direct accusations here, but I think it's something worth looking at.
Well, you literally titled your video Exposing a Trans Predator. You literally titled it Exposing a Predator. And in every single video that she has made exposing predators, she has provided hard-hitting evidence against these predators. In the video about Kai, she provides screenshots that prove that Kai had sent nudes to Sarah when Sarah was a minor. In the video about Davi Vanity, she goes through an article that was written in HuffPost about Davi Vanity and his sexual allegations. In every single other video in which she's exposing a predator, she is providing hard-hitting evidence of the person being a predator. But here, no, No, it's just her speculating whether this person is a predator or not. It's just weird speculation in a video, which, by the way, was watched by 900,000 people. In every single other video, she provides hard-hitting evidence of the person being a predator, but here, no, it's just her and her speculations.
Another thing people were concerned about is the fact that this kid has actually gone to the hospital for respiratory issues, which, hi, I can relate. I grew up with severe asthma. I almost passed away from it several times as a kid, having to go to the hospital. It's traumatizing, horrific. It's horrifically scary for the parents, but Tiffany doesn't seem to care and is seen smoking and posting a bunch of pictures with the kid in the vicinity. In my opinion, coming from someone who had asthma as a kid, I've outgrown it now, but it was terrible as a kid. I find it disgusting to think that someone wouldn't quit smoking when they have a child in the house who obviously suffers from those issues.
In these pictures specifically, Tiffany's kid is nowhere near her, and actually I looked through Tiffany's whole Instagram feed, and nope, I couldn't find one single photo where Tiffany is smoking and her kid is near her. And I personally think that it's okay for Tiffany to smoke if her kid is not near her and if Tiffany is being responsible. I think it's fine. But I understand where Blaire is coming from here because of, Blaire has had a different experience with this. So of course she's going to have a different perspective. And I think it's something that I would agree to disagree. Regardless, this is not evidence of Tiffany being a predator.
Tiffany is also seen posting shrooms and pills on their social media.
Shrooms is perfectly okay. And pills, I'm pretty sure that those pills are actually Tiffany's trance medication. I'm very uneducated about this stuff. But I did found this post on Tiffany's Instagram. And yeah, at least this one was Tiffany's trance medication. So it's possible that this could also be her trance medication. I looked through Instagram to find the original post. The original post doesn't say whether it's Tiffany's trance medication or not. And there are only like 5 comments under that post. And one of them is talking about transitioning. So, it's possible that it could be drugs, but it's also possible that, hey, these are just her trance medication.
Not exactly the behavior of a stand-up parent.
What? What exactly isn't a behavior of a good parent? Like shrooms and trance medication? What? But regardless, not evidence of Tiffany being a predator.
It's definitely something that warrants a lot of people calls to CPS. Let's just be real here. A lot of the videos that Tiffany posts seem also very unhinged, very tweaker-like.
So, we're smoking out of a potato.
And I'm not saying that lightly. I'm not, I personally, where I grew up, and I know what drugs look like, and this person seems to be on drugs. That's just my personal opinion.
I haven't seen the original video yet, so I can't comment on it. It could be just her clipping out 2-second clips, right? Because that was just a 2-second clip of Tiffany.
Morning, y'all. So, can't seem to find my pipe this morning, so I'm improvising. But if you haven't copped the album yet, please do. This is how I support myself and my kid. Morning, y'all. So I just chilled with my family.
These videos are not evidence of Tiffany being a predator. So why is Blaire showing us these videos? These videos serve no purpose because they don't show that Tiffany is a predator. These videos serve no purpose other than invoking disgust in the eyes of transphobes.
Now, Tiffany has a long criminal record, which is not surprising, seeing the complete lack of self-control and violent tendencies in the GameStop video of arrest and armed robbery. What a stand-up individual. It takes a real piece of you-know-what to go into someone's home or business armed and trying to rob them. I can't think of many things that are lower than that, personally.
You know the thing that Tiffany was not being arrested for? Yeah, being a predator. So not evidence of Tiffany being a predator. And also, this is really weird. She is going through Tiffany's entire freaking history and going through the bad highlights of this person. It's just very weird for Blaire to just look at someone's history like that. Anyways, moving on.
And what's really sad is that the mother isn't in the picture either because, imagine custody being given to Tiffany over the mother. The mother must be bad, right? The mother also has had issues with meth and many arrests as well. And I guess I just feel really bad for the kid. I can't imagine how damaging it must be for your parent to push a gender identity on you and how that can sort of create a ripple effect going through your life.
Again, that gender identity thing is just a pronoun change. That is it. And the meaning behind it is it's okay for you to like what society considers as boy things. It's okay for you to like things that society considers as girl things. It's okay. That's it. She is not forcing her child to go on hormones. She is not forcing her child to fucking like jerk off or some shit like that, you know?
I mean, we've seen stories of kids who have a gender pushed on them as a kid and come out and talk about how traumatic it is. And the asthma and the smoking and the fetish colors, and it's just very sad. And I hope to God that things are not as bad as they seem to be just based on social media. But what we know about social media is that it's like the highlight reel of people's lives. So, sad. And I'm not sure what's made me particularly like upset about this story. I think it's maybe seeing myself a little bit in the kid in terms of like growing up with asthma and how awful that is. But I also grew up in a household where drugs were quite prevalent and things were not pretty. And I know I blurred the face out of the kid, but he's like such a sweet looking kid. And it's so sad. Ugh. Alright guys, that is it for this video.
That's it. That's it. That is it. She does not provide any evidence of Tiffany being a predator. Let me remind you, she thinks that this photo of Tiffany and her child just taking a normal selfie, yeah, that's Tiffany being seductive. No, it's just her taking a selfie with her child. Why would you think that this is seductive? It's not. It's clearly not. It's just a faking selfie. She does not provide any hard-hitting evidence about Tiffany being a predator. There are no victims who have came forward against Tiffany. There are no screenshots of Tiffany grooming a child. There is nothing. There are no articles that are written about Tiffany being a predator. There's nothing. In every single one of her videos in which she's exposing a predator, she is providing hard-hitting evidence against those people. In the video about Kai, she provides screenshots of Kai messaging Sarah and sending her nudes when Sarah was a minor. In the video about Darby, she goes through an entire article written in HuffPost about the victims that have came forward. In the video about Jessica and Eve, she shows proof that, hey, Jessica was in fact preying on young children. But here, it's just speculation. It's just speculation based on like 5 or 6 Instagram photos out of 1,000. And all these things that she thinks are good reasons for suspecting that Tiffany is a predator are transphobic. Everything that she has said about Tiffany, she would not have said it if Tiffany was a cis woman. You know, she might have called a cis mother a bad parent if the mother was using gender-neutral pronouns for her child, but she would not have insinuated that that cis person is a predator. But because Tiffany is trans, she is insinuating that this person is a predator. She thinks that this photo is Tiffany being seductive. If the same picture was taken of a cis woman with her child, yeah, she would not have insinuated that, oh, she's being seductive towards her child. She would not have said that at all. Yeah, so the reasons why she's speculating that Tiffany might be a predator is because she is in fact trans. And by the way, me saying that the reason why Blaire falsely titled this video exposing a predator and speculates in this video that Tiffany might be a predator is because of transphobia is not me injecting my politics into this video. It is not me who is injecting my politics into this video. It is Blaire who injected her politics into her video. It's Blaire who injected her transphobia, her politics, her feelings into her video. And I am trying to separate her feelings from the facts. The reason why she titled this video exposing a trans predator and the reason why she's speculating is not because of evidence, logic, facts, and reasoning. It is because of her politics. It is because of her hatred towards trans people. She is transphobic. That fetish collar thing, again, she would not have said that is a reason for speculating that Tiffany might be a predator if Tiffany was a cis woman. And the fact that Tiffany might use the term girl dick, why the fuck is Blaire even bringing that up? That is not evidence of Tiffany being a predator. It's just not. It is her feelings. These things have nothing to do with Tiffany being a predator, but it is about Tiffany being a trans woman. I know, trans women are fetishists. They use the term like girl dick. They want access to women's spaces. They are predators. In the words of ContraPoints,
that in conservative circles, queer people are often treated like suspected sex criminals by default.
Yeah, that is how transphobes view trans women, and especially trans women who don't pass. We all know that Tiffany came out at a later age, and not everybody has that YouTube cash to have 1,000,001 plastic surgeries like you, Blaire. And because Tiffany doesn't pass, she is a suspect by default. You know, we don't have to provide any evidence for Tiffany being a predator. I mean, just look at her. That is how transphobes think. Tiffany invokes a sense of disgust in transphobes. And that is the reason why Blaire put up those videos of Tiffany, even though it didn't prove that Tiffany was a predator, to invoke a sense of disgust in transphobes. And do not write to me in the comments that, well, she never says in the video that Tiffany is definitely a predator. She literally fucking titled it exposing a trans predator. In every single one of her videos where she is exposing a predator, she provides hard-hitting evidence for the person being an actual predator. So here, she's just weirdly speculating. This does not fit. We all know what she meant by this video title. And this is especially harmful because remember that post about trans medication? Yeah, it had like 5 comments. Whatever social media presence that Tiffany has is very small and was just called a predator by a channel with almost 1,000,000 subscribers and a video which has over 900,000 views. And by the way, Tiffany reached out to Blaire in the DMs, and would you look at that, Blaire never apologized. Tiffany went through fucking hell. She still gets comments calling her a predator. And why exactly was she being called a predator? What was her crime? Oh yeah, she came out at a later age and she is trans, and Blaire White thinks that she is icky and can't believe that Tiffany and Blaire share the same pronouns. She can't believe it. Blaire fucked up here. Blaire undoubtedly fucked up here. And this is what I think that Blaire should do. I actually reached out to Tiffany and she never responded to my DMs. Regardless, this is what I think that Blaire should do here. What she should do is she should first apologize to Tiffany privately. Second, upload a public apology to Tiffany. And third, take down that video calling Tiffany a predator. That's my opinion. So yeah, I know this video took me a long time to make. I knew about this information for about 2 weeks and I just couldn't make a video on it because it's so hard and I didn't know how to go about making a video like this, so I tried my best here. Anyways, that's it for this video. Like this video if you liked it. Comment your thoughts down below about what you think. I am expecting a lot of people to leave. I am expecting a sub loss from this video. I know I pissed off a lot of Blaire stans when I made that video about Blaire White and Tamimi, but I'm pretty sure that this video is going to also upset a lot of people who watch me regularly, and I'm ready. I'm expecting a sub loss from this. So yeah, that's all that I have for this video. Comment your thoughts down below about what you think. Subscribe for more videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.